So for the longest time in my life, I used to put away my feelings, you know? I used to silence them, mute them, kinda. And I would keep myself busy, keep myself surrounded by other people, keep myself doing stuff. It's like, okay, I need to work and I need to like overwork myself and I need to rush from point A to point B, just always keeping myself busy, always doing something, always thinking about something, just to like not be in silence. And most importantly, not let my mind talk. And you might think, this is way more common than you would think. A lot of people do this. I know a lot of people that do this, just putting away their thoughts. And let me tell you one thing. When you put away your thoughts, they don't really go away. They're still there. It's like, imagine if instead of turning off the TV, you just put the volume down. Like the TV's still on and it's still playing something. You just cannot hear it. This is the same thing, You're keeping yourself busy, rushing from point A to point B. Oh, I have to do all this stuff today and I need to do all this stuff tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that and the day after that. And I'm always surrounded by people. I always need to have somebody there. Like I always need to have a person next to me or a partner next to me, just keeping yourself busy, keeping noise. Because the moment that noise isn't there, the moment that you're not busy anymore and your mind is free to talk, shit, it comes crashing down, and you suddenly start feeling this like awful pressure in your chest, that like knot on your throat, that like cloud of like dooming thoughts, and all of that is everything that you haven't let talk, everything that you haven't let out. Because when you come into this world, it's not like you come out with a manual, you're not born with a guide. God doesn't give you a PDF file that tells you how to feel and how to live and how to like deal with shit and how to cope with shit. So, the coping mechanism that most people choose is actually just like not coping and putting everything away. It's actually pretty crazy. But again, I'm getting sidetracked again. But, it's like you put away your thoughts for so long that when they come back and when you let them talk, oh boy, they come way stronger. This is like viruses, like, you get a strep, you have a throat infection and you take the antibiotics, but you don't really take them well, the doctor tells you need to take the antibiotics for a week. And it's like, okay, it's day number 3. I feel well. I'm not going to take the rest of the antibiotics. Fuck the antibiotics. And then 2 months later, you get the same throat infection, but this time it's resistant because you didn't take the antibiotics well, and now the throat infection is beating your ass, bro. It's the same. Your thoughts are the same. And it's crazy because like this is like sleep debt, because feeling tired and tiredness accumulates, but sleep doesn't. And that's what's so frustrating about, I can make a whole video on sleep deprivation, but whatever. This is the same concept because you have put away your thoughts for so long, they keep on accumulating, stuff keeps on happening, stuff keeps on adding up to the pile. And when they come back, they knock you out and you don't expect it because you've been putting them away for so long that you forgot about that. And so for a long period in my life, I used to do this. And I used not to give attention to my thoughts. Until one day, water went over me. It's like one day, okay, it's enough. I cannot feel like this anymore. Because all that time that you're keeping yourself busy doing stuff, you're not enjoying it. You still feel that void. You still feel empty. And that emptiness is your brain talking, And it's like, I know like your brain can be mean and it can tell you really awful stuff that you don't want to hear. It's like that. But one day, I remember, this was July of last year, one day I sat down on my bed, I laid on my bed, turned off the lights, no headphones on. I knew I was not going to sleep because I was not tired. And I laid down on my bed, I closed my eyes and I started thinking and asking myself, okay, why do I feel this way? Why is this in my head? And I cried. And I probably cried for like 2 hours, bro. And once that was over and I had stopped crying, I felt this clarity I had never felt before. This, like, it's almost like everything is transparent now and you can see through things, you know? And you can analyze your thoughts so much more easily and you can just see stuff more easily. And I started doing that. I started going on walks a lot, you know, and walks really helped me because, you know, you're just walking, not thinking about anything. And you can use that time to think. And you're just walking and walking and you're thinking, you know, you're thinking about the problems in your head. And ever since that experience back in July where it's like, I cannot keep on putting away how I feel, fuck it, I'll just face it. Jump into the water, shock therapy, whatever, bro. I have to do something about this. Boom. Let me think about it. Let me stop putting it away. And I came out of that experience with so much more clarity. I realized that putting away my thoughts for so long, it was not my thoughts that were making me depressed. It was repressing my thoughts that was making me depressed. And you have full control over how you feel. At least that's how I feel about myself. Maybe it's false, but maybe you don't have full control, but you can rationalize how you feel and understand why you feel the way you feel. And understanding why you feel the way you feel, it's what's gonna help you to process those thoughts in a healthy manner, you know? Because again, like, just putting your thoughts away is not a coping mechanism. It won't help you. The thoughts won't go away. And I know your brain might be evil, bro. It might say some evil shit, but it's still there. You have to face it. The thoughts won't go away on their own. They'll be there until you face them. The only way in which you'll manage to stop feeling the way you're feeling right now and, you know, just move on into a more healthy life is by actually confronting your thoughts head on. I know it's scary, bro. I know it's scary, but guess what? Your thoughts, they cannot kill you. They cannot harm you. All the harm is already done. Everything is already done. Now you just need to face it. And I promise, it might suck at the beginning, it might hurt, but once you get past it, you'll see everything with so much more clarity. And you know, if you're putting away your thoughts, if you're keeping yourself always busy, if any of what I said resonates with you, start by asking yourself, you know, why am I doing this? What is it I'm so afraid of confronting? The first answer might be there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Blessings and peace.